Hello, fellow classmates, teachers, and whoever is watching this video. My presentation is basically about me and my family, and I have called it Villages to Nations. And it's by me. My name is Alim Ali, and I hope you guys find something interesting in this slideshow, and I wish to get a good grade. Thank you so much for listening. Let's continue. A little bit about me. My name is Alim Ali. Some people call me Ali. Some people call me Alim. People I'm close with call me Alim. Other people call me Ali. I genuinely don't mind. You can call me whatever you like. But basically, I come from a Muslim background. I love sports, basketball and volleyball in particular, and I could play any other sport. I like to think I'm well rounded. I'm athletic. I could play anything. I have three younger brothers, no sisters, sadly, and I am a gamer. I love to play Call of Duty, Fortnite, Valorant. I like to work out, and not always at the gym because it can get crowded and it's sweaty, stinky sometimes. And I love anime, manga, TV shows, stuff like that. My favorite anime right now is Attack on Titans. My favorite all-time anime is Dragon Ball Z, and I still watch to this day to get motivation, to work out, stuff like that. My favorite TV shows is The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. I find them very entertaining, and I watch it all the time. I'm a business major at Delta High. Oh, sorry, Delta High. I'm at Delta College, and I'll be transferring possibly next year. Other than that, I'm pretty normal. I like to think, hang out with friends. And speaking of friends, in this picture, this is my close community of friends. People I'm really close with, my brothers and my teammates. I could call them if I need anything. They have my back, and I trust them. Yeah, that's basically a little bit about me, and let's talk a little bit more about what this assignment is getting into. So, my family from my dad's side, he has one younger sister, one younger brother. From my mom's side, however, she has a bigger, more, more, she has a bigger family. She has seven siblings in total. Feel free to count them up. It might be more because of my uncle's wife, but she has um seven siblings in total, one brother. Excuse me, and they are what you called laborers, basically farm workers who work in the farms. Labor is heavy. They work a lot over there, and basically something about my mom and my family, or my mom's side of the family, is that they got to go to school, but they never got to finish their high school. They got to a certain point where they had to stop and just focus on work and making money. My mom, she's the third oldest of her siblings. She was about to enter college. She was studying nursing. She wanted to be a nurse. She was very excited to be a nurse. She even learned a few things about being a nurse that she still uses today. But unfortunately, when my grandpa, my mom's dad, passed away, um, she had to put a full stop to it. She had to start working, take care of her family. She was the third oldest. At the time, she still is, obviously. um, but she never got to finish college or be a nurse. She just had to start working. One of my mom's younger sisters is the Miss in the blue. She actually got to finish college. She is a hair salon and a hairstylist. She works in a big city, in Pakistan, and she's the only one that actually managed to finish college. Um, but yeah, that's a little bit about my mom's side. Let's move on to my father's side. So I couldn't really find a better picture of my dad. That's my dad with my younger brothers. This is a couple years back, and that's the best picture I could find. He's not really a picture person, but occasionally he will take pictures, of course. But he has a long history himself, especially before coming to the United States and then coming to live here in the United States. So let's start off with when he was younger. So my dad didn't get to finish high school like my mom, um, but basically he had to start working in his early teens and even younger than that, helping out when he got home from school. But basically, he stopped school like once he was in the ninth or 10th grade of high school. He completely stopped and completely focused on working and making money. And that isn't all. When we came to America, the heavy lifting, the work, the labor did not stop. They came in the 1998, 1990s basically, during 1998, 1999, the 2000s. That is when they came to America looking for a better opportunity, working, and basically, when they got here to America, um, if you had a corporate job or an office job, a cubicle that you had making money easily while not having to do heavy lifting, you would be considered well off, a millionaire, some would say, depending on your situation. But my dad didn't have the luxury of working in a cubicle to make easy money. But during his time, during his early time in the United States, he had to work a lot. He got my uncle, his younger brother, into college, paying for it while working at the same time. Thankfully, my uncle turned out really good. So did my auntie as well. Um, but he basically paid for his college, his car to get home to college, helped him out a lot. It was very strenuous. Later on, he became a um he got another job in manual labor. It was slightly easier, but it was still very body intensive. It was to reduce or grind coils down to like car sized circles. It was kind of hard to explain. It was a while ago, but that's what my dad did for a few years until he finally got to open up his business with his younger brother, opening a business, and now life is way easier than it was before. Now my dad works at a place called Extreme Car Audio. It's where you can go there to get your car tinted. You could get an alarm. You can get a lot of different things, car audio, speakers, subwoofers. If you guys are into that sort of thing, feel free to come by. I'll be happy to give you a discount if I get a good grade on this. If I get a good grade on the slideshow. But anyway, that's where we are today, and I'm really proud of my dad because without him, none of this would have happened. And I don't get to say this love. I love my dad for what he's taught me, especially about tinting windows, about like cars and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a little bit about my dad. So let's move on to the last little bit, and this is about my grandpa. So, how we actually managed to get here and the means that we had to go through was some were pretty normal, considering what it would take. But basically, my grandpa's brother-in-law, his wife's brother, he had the opportunity to come to America because he married a woman who was here in America already. So, my grandpa's brother-in-law invited my grandpa and his sister and my grandpa's wife to come here to America. And that's how it basically started. But the process takes 3 to 5 years, even sometimes taking 20, depending on your situation. Thankfully, it only took us 3 to 5 years. Some people that I know that live around us in our neighborhood took them 20 years. But a little bit about my grandpa is his childhood and his story. Basically, while he was a child, he didn't go to school at all. He focused entirely on working and providing for his family. He, like my mom, had a very big family. He had three brothers and three sisters, and only of which he's the only one, and two other sisters that are alive now. And the oldest brother he had passed away a few weeks ago. Basically, a little bit about my grandpa is while he was younger, he worked, like I said, he worked a lot. But later on, towards his 19s and 20s, he got a job working in working electrical work basically. I'm not sure how he did. He had some connections to his friends or through someone, but he got to work on electric poles, electric fences, a lot of electrical work in buildings and stuff like that. And back in the day, my grandpa didn't have any safety equipment, safety gloves, nothing like that, no harnesses. Thankfully, nothing bad happened to him while he was working. He was very diligent in his work. But that's kind of how it is. There's no safety, there's nothing. It's just pure work to get money. It's oftentimes not even a lot of money. But after the 3 to 5 years of waiting, paperwork, and this and that, they finally got to come to the United States. My grandpa and my dad, when they first came here, they did farm work and some other stuff like that as well. But a good lucky break for us was when my grandpa got a job at a bakery, and he worked at this bakery for 3 to 6 years. And in this bakery, when the owner was thinking of retiring and selling it all, he gave my grandpa and a few of the loyal employees that he had a share of the factory, and my grandpa has this money that he has, and that's how we basically got a head start in a way to for my uncle to go to college, for my dad, for us where we live. And it was honestly amazing that we got that. We were very fortunate. That was basically a little bit about my family. I hope you guys found something interesting. I hope I got a good grade, maybe a perfect one. Then we could talk discounts at my dad's shop. But yeah, anyway, that is a little bit about us and my family, and I hope it's on topic because I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.